Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel! If you're a fan of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium and want to dive deeper into its story and characters, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to talk about the Bulwark characters and their roles during this thrilling new installment. Get ready guys, because there is a lot to cover. Before we get into the individual characters, let's talk about what Bulwarks are. In Girls Frontline 2 Exilium, Bulwarks are one of the 4 types of units central to the narrative. They're an elite group of T-Dolls, which are tactical units that serve as a critical role in the fight for humanity's survival in a dystopian future. Bulwarks are the tanks of the group, but they're more useful than just taking hits for your team. Not only are they frontline units, they can also provide various defense buffs to your team. Now, let's take a look closer at the Bulwark characters we meet in Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. Each one has a unique backstory, personality, and role in the grand narrative. First up, we have the gold rank Enduris, who is a brand new character in the game. She wields a weapon from the AR category and can also deal electric damage. She's a gentle doll whose sweet smile and gaze can melt ice and snow. But if she's looking at you and smiling at you for too long, she's probably short-circuited or crashed somewhere. Because of this quirk, Enduris cannot give her all in the battlefield. But what she lacks in firepower, she makes up for in intelligence gathering. Enduris is an expert intelligence officer due to her large storage space, and she can pick up details anyone else in the world would have missed. Using her abilities outside of the battlefield, Enduris has found a new way of life and a home. This is all the information we have on her as of right now, but based on her promotional video, it looks like Enduris is going to be a great defense buffer for the team. And as the game has only 3 Bulwarks currently in the game, having one of these units is going to be great for boss battle fights. Another thing I would like to mention is that in China right now, her character is up and running and playable, but for global services and the global servers, she's just not available as of yet. So unfortunately, this is all the information we have on her. Next, we have a T-Doll that we get in the beginning of the game, Groza. She also wields a weapon from the assault rifle category. She's a leader of Lightning Team alongside Nemesis and Krolik. Calm and efficient at work, and quite stylish in life. She's very protective of her captain and is diligent in her work. She's actually built up quite a fan base due to her motherly persona. Quick to act and serious about completing her missions, Groza is a great unit to have on your team. Let's talk about her passive skill, Timely Maintenance. When an allied unit ends their action within 7 tiles, you're granted 1 point of Confectance Index and apply 1 stack of shelter to both the allied unit and to Groza. For each stack of shelter, Groza, let's just say she retaliates with a counterattack, dealing physical damage equal to 80% of the attack to them, as well as 4 points of stability damage. Her first active, Perfect Cover, applies 2 stacks of shelter and defense up 2 to all allied targets within 6 tiles for 2 turns. You also gain 1 point of Confectance Index for each allied target within range. You also increase the counterattack count by 2 for the turn. Shelter will give you the stability protection and reduce the stability damage taken by 2 points, and defense up 2 will give you a 30% defense. Her second active, Heavy Suppression, will allow you to select 1 enemy target within 7 tiles, dealing physical damage equal to 130% of the attack to them, and applies movement down 2 for 1 turn. Movement down 2 will decrease the enemy's mobility by 2 tiles. Now we have our ultimate skill, Explosive Bombardment. You select 1 tile within 7 tiles of the user to launch an attack, dealing AoE physical damage equal to 90% of attack to all enemy targets within a 3x3 area, and you also apply movement down 2 for 1 turn. Lastly, and unfortunately, because why does this game only have 3 tanks right now, is the gold unit Sabrina. Noted for her thicker design, she wields a weapon from the shotgun category. On top of physical damage, she can also deal hydro damage. Sabrina is obsessed with food, and is a sous chef at the Caldor restaurant, and a popular food anchor. There's an image of her eating delicious food that was printed on the promotional posters, which attracted a large number of fans. Normally, she's cheerful and upbeat, except when her weight is mentioned. Her passive, Flexible Modification, before an allied unit is attacked, if they are within 7 tiles of Sabrina, she can apply 1 stack of shelter to the ally. This can be triggered up to 4 times per turn. Sabrina gains 1 point of Confectance Index for each instance of damage she deals, and after using a skill to attack, she generates Tideway within the area. If hydro tiles are already present in the area, then a tile reaction is triggered, removing the tile and dealing fixed damage up to 20% of the attack to the enemy target on the tile. So what Tideway is that Tideway will apply a little nerf called Damp to units which end their movements in the area for 2 turns, and enemies will also gain a weakness to hydro damage. What Damp is that Damp will reduce healing by 40%, and if you're hit by it twice, it turns into what is called Congestion, which will not allow enemies to receive healing at all. Her first active, Meal Preparation, allows you to select one direction and deals AoE hydro damage equal to 70% of attack to all enemy targets within a 6x3 area in a selected direction. And this also applies movement down 2 for 2 turns. It also destroys any destructible cover outside of a 3x3 area around the self. Her second active, Delicious Feast, allows you to select one enemy target within 6 tiles to attack, dealing AoE hydro damage equal to 80% of attack to them and all enemy targets within 2 tiles. This is applying movement reduction too for 2 turns, and it also recovers 2 points of stability for each target hit. Lastly is her delicious ultimate gourmet spirit. You can apply 2 stacks of shelter to all allied targets and gain Feeling Full for 3 turns. While having Feeling Full, if an enemy target within range deals targeted damage to an allied unit, you can use counterattack against it, dealing physical damage up to 80% of attack and 4 points of stability damage. This can be triggered up to 3 times per turn. What Feeling Full is that it will increase your attack by 15% and will expand Sabrina's passive to the entire map, which is a pretty cool ability. Well, this was definitely a short one, but that is all we have for today's deep dive into the Bulwark characters of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. If you are enjoying the game, let me know which Bulwark character is your favorite in the comments below. For those who are playing globally, are you excited for the brand new character? Because I certainly am. I think her design and her movesets look pretty good from what I'm seeing. Well, anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Girls Frontline content. See you in the next one!